yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
No, are you sure? I didn't hear shit. Who is that? Oh, yep. Come on, Rick.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Shit. Throw that bullshit out of bounds, nigga.
Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, nigga, you fit to get it right now. The homie just came to grab these little 2 grizzles. I gotta get a rizzle. Shit. Very easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 48.
Cut. It's all right, though.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Out of bounds.
He's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama, and
I didn't see how that nigga got that bullshit off.
They say it all began back in Miami. He really became
a pro receiver
at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Lay it down, nigga.
Down, back at the 27-yard
Don't even
line.
act like you gonna throw something.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
All right.
Now the try here for the point after.
No, we're going to give it to you. We give you that. Yeah, he did.
Extra point.
You still shouldn't have scored on that.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, and I had that whole play wrapped up. Yeah, you probably picked that shit up. You hit that shit and you picked that shit up, man. Yeah, she rip her off. Will you straight to on that shit? Yeah, shit, I was gonna say, man, I only got 15 left for me, nigga. You just wanna keep that, not when you get
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, that shit on that plate in there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Yeah. That's his 10 right there, too, Rick. No excuses. I'm beating this nigga ass right now. Fuck that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Man, this nigga right here, guy. I'm whooping. Get up out of there.
First carry for Josh Adams. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
Oh, yeah.
Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
All right, yeah, man, I'm going to focus
now
on
Wentz
that.
throwing on 2nd down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted.
All right, bet. I need to get the ball back.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
But they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 8-5 Dallas Cowboys return their offense to the field here, and they won last week to get to 8-5 over Philly. In that game, they had 576 yards of total offense, so you would think maybe some more points because that's the most yards of offense they've had since 1978.
It is absolutely amazing because you think with that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
These niggas is gay, man, for making me go through that dumbass fumble.
Take over at the 26-yard line. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, Charles, they had a tough loss last week against Dallas. That drops them to 6 and 7. And you and I have talked before about sort of a Super Bowl letdown season, if you will, and they certainly seem to be in the midst of that.
They certainly are. Down 6 and 7 with the overtime loss in Dallas. Obviously had to have that game. Gave up 576 yards of total offense. They're 2 games back of Dallas with 3 to go. But Dallas has beaten them twice, so they need Dallas to collapse, and they need to win all of their games. And if you're curious, partner, take a look at this schedule. They've got to go to the Rams on a Sunday nighter, home against Houston, both playoff teams. You know neither one's going to do them any favors.
No, and then they'll finish at Washington, but you're right, it's a tough finishing slate for Philly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Adams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Wentz now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Went with that
they
play.
take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Let's bring him to the line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up
Let's bring him
down.
to the line.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Wentz. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys
I
throwing the
said you
football
gave
when
it
they
to
think
that
they got a
nigga from
completion,
the
the
jump.
ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two and bats it away.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that is caught.
Don't play with me like that, nigga.
For the Eagle touchdown.
Don't play with me like that. That ain't the play you supposed to be picking.
27 yards. And the Eagles
don't
are
play
within
that
an extra
shit.
point of tying this thing up.
Find somebody else. Find somebody else. The Cowboys ain't going to be able to do it.
No good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Wide open.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Yeah, your fault. I know you better not, because it's going to get worse. Do that same shit again, and it's
now
going to
here
get
come the
all...
Cowboys.
Boy.
A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. Here we go. Line 8. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Oh!
He finds Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
when the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
No, but yeah, that nigga
a first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, twisting away. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
What happened to them boys the other day, man?
Oh, they wasn't built for it tough.
I don't think they scored. Did they score? Nah.
4 down. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
46.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Lay it down, little nigga.
Go down back at the 12.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly
made him
the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Hit his ass, huh?
He's a very, very fickle
man.
This
nigga play pimping. Knock that nigga's chin off.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Y'all niggas go get him.
Here's Elliott. And a
go
short
get him.
pick up there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave
we'll
them
call
with a
timeout
long
for
4th
you
and
if you need us
goal.
to.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of
need
their
that?
timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Right.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep for his
hate
tight
it.
end Ertz. And he
Damn!
knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
81. Great. Listen.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the
We
sticks.
figured you would, so we have to take what we could.
Go.
On 1st down, Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He spins free. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yeah. Throw the ball. Throw the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, Cook already missed the field goal today. That's pretty good.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing now is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run on first down. Adams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Wentz on third down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, you know, thinking back to last week around the league, it was one. We've had some crazy weeks this year, Charles, but this was one of the crazier, maybe the craziest week that we've had. You think about the 99-yard run that sort of kicked it all off. Of course, that wild finish in Miami. I mean, we saw a bunch of interesting things.
We certainly did. How about the 3 worst teams by record in the NFL? The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers all won on the same weekend. We had overtime in Kansas City and in Dallas. And the 2 front runners in the NFC, New Orleans got a scare in Tampa Bay, and the Rams lost in Chicago.
Yeah, crazy weekend. It figures to be a crazy finish the rest of the way in this NFL season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wentz to throw on second down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Nigga, you suck. I'm pause the game.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy.
That's how he trying to